If any of y'all are interested in talking about which she did. She actually did. She had a stroke before I got her. Before I got my German Shepherd, and whenever I got a German Shepherd and brought her home, she started kind of shaking back as much as she could. But she died at like, I got her when I was in the 6th grade, and she died when I was like 24. So I had her for a long time, you know.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so man, like I say, I guess that leads me to my next question. With actually breeding and actually having animals like you have, man, how has it affected you when it came down to your animals, you know, passing on and stuff like that? How are you able to handle that?
Man, I've had to bury a lot of animals, dogs, cats, horses, due to heat. Just not it being so hot in Shreveport, Louisiana, that no matter how much water you give a horse, he can't consume it within enough time to not die and dehydrate. So it was like, losing an animal is always tough, but it definitely is different when it's a dog, because it's like I said, man's best friend. The easiest way I have learned how to, and it may sound kind of harsh, don't nobody get mad at me, but the easiest way I feel like to get over a dog passing is to get another dog. And it's not necessarily that you're replacing your last dog, but it's to definitely fill some of the void that you would be missing without having a furry friend, you know, to comfort you.
I got you. So, you know, you did mention with the kennels, you've done Blue Heelers, you've had Rottweilers, and now you do German Shepherds. Is there any other breed of animal that you thought about maybe, you know, running at your kennel?
I got a lot of stuff in store for Chancell's Kennels, but the next thing I do know that I want to get back off into full-blood German Rottweilers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love Rottweilers, man. Rottweilers are another top dog for me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had a Rottweiler when I was a kid. His name was Pepper. Somebody stole him. You know, things happen. You know, he wasn't as aggressive as I wanted him to be. But now that I'm older and I know how to train dogs, I know that can't nobody get him this time whenever I give me one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so keeping along that narrative, man, like I said, for those that follow Chancell's Kennel, those people that know Bryston Smith, you know, along with, you know, people acquiring and adopting and even purchasing animals from you, we've seen that you've been promoting products that are good, really good products actually used for the animals. Would you like to share that with us?
Yes, sir. So I got my New Vet Labs products. New Vet Labs is a company that was founded in 1997. And they have joint powders and supplements and stuff like that for your big breed dogs or even your small breed, depending on if you want to make sure that your dog's health is up to par. They also have things for feline health as well. Vitamins, whatever, like a human would take, vitamin D or something like that. Whatever vitamin is you take, just picture that in the animal kingdom, something that your animal, you might want to boost them up on. Some animals have weaker immune systems than others. They have oatmeal conditioning shampoos and puppy and kitten shampoos. They have odor sprays. They have tea tree shampoos. They have odor removers, oatmeal sprays for like hot spots whenever your animal is, your furry friend, cat or dog, is itching or something like that. They have ear cleaner. They have soothing skin spray as well. It's just, they reached out to me. Like I said, they're out there in California, and they was telling me how they work with all natural products in order to give your pet a healthier, longer lasting, comfortable life. And I was like, oh, this sounds pretty good, you know. So I started looking into that, and I've been ordering stuff for my dog Zanae. She's the oldest of the bunch. She'll be 7 in November. So now I'm thinking about her hips, which I do wish I could have gotten into this whenever she was a puppy, because Zanae, man, she run back and forth all day. And I do know that bigger breeds, especially German Shepherds, the first thing to go out that you're gonna worry about as they get older would be the hip area. You know, the hip dysplasia, and I don't see any of those issues within any of my, shepherds right now. But all of my shepherds are still young as well. None of their parents have been reported to have these issues, but that does not exclude my dogs from having the issues. So for me to be safe, I just try and, I've just been trying to stick with, giving my dog these supplements, and I hope that if she don't never have hip problems, whether or not whether or not it's due to the New Vet Labs products, I really, I just want to be on the safe side with it. Some people would be like, well, nah, I'm gonna, wait it out. It's totally up to you, but I definitely pamper my animals, and if I come across something that I find is gonna be beneficial towards them, the price is the price.
Okay. So what advice would you give someone who wants to potentially get a pet? Like, what advice would you give them prior to looking into Chancell Kennels and acquiring one of your litter or breed?
Okay, so if you're looking to adopt any animal, especially a dog, a young puppy, patience is what I would give anyone. Patience is the number one thing you need, and I don't have any kids, but I don't know if anyone else has had to raise their baby and they know that patience is a thing. Me dealing with kids on a regular basis at the barbershop, patience is the number one thing, and that doesn't change because it's a dog. You got to have a lot more patience because they can tear stuff up, they can bark, they can use it in the house, and consistency is key. If you know this is what you want, if you know you want this dog to be a part of your life, you're gonna have to put it in the work, and that means no excuses on, oh, I work 10 hours a day, so my dog's locked up all day long. I mean, it is what you put in it. So if you don't put your all into this journey, because that's what it is, it's another life that you're dealing with. If you don't put your all into it, you won't get what you want out of it, And so I always tell people, just be patient and be consistent in what you're doing with whatever it is you're doing whenever you're training a dog, because they capture on to patience and consistency. They need you to be patient enough for them to learn, and they need you to be consistent enough to teach them on a consistent level so that they can learn at a fast enough rate.
Okay, so what's your preferred method of contact for a potential customer? How would you like for them to reach you?
Always reach me by my cell phone number if you need to. It's 318-751-5676. Call me, text me, whatever, if you have questions on any upcoming litters. But always check out my kennel page as well. It's Chancell's Kennels on Facebook. That's Chancell's Kennels, CHANCELLS, Kennels, KENNELS, on Facebook. And I always post all of my information, my upcoming litters. If I believe a female is coming in heat, if you want to put down a deposit or anything like that, my deposits go in order of pickup. So if you put a deposit down first, you will be the first person to pick a puppy up. And Instagram is Bryston, is BMarcelS. So really, however you need to contact me, you can. If you got to call me at the barbershop, call me at the barbershop. I'm always available.
All right. So for anyone who may aspire to start a kennel, what type of advice would you give? And is it okay for people to contact you to, try to get the process started?
Yes. Always contact me if you have any business questions on starting a kennel or becoming a barber. My first and foremost advice, if you're gonna open up a kennel, you need the three things that every living being needs to survive. That's food, water, shelter, and space. Space is my number one thing. Kennels, you can't raise you can't have a kennel in a closed-in environment. It becomes like a prison, and it also becomes very toxic for dogs to be using it on top of each other. You need to be able to space it out. Each animal needs some type of space so that things don't happen like mothers get to the other mother's young or something like that. Because some dogs, some females will kill another female's litter out of pure jealousy or nature, whatever you want. I mean, it's happened to me before, so that was a life lesson for me to learn. I've always been big on space because cleanliness is next to godliness. You don't want your animals laying where they use the bathroom at, and you definitely don't want them eating where they're using the bathroom at. So again, space is of the essence. You know, it's very important. Everyone raises their kennels the way that they want, but I believe that, man, space is the biggest thing, and everyone doesn't have access to space, but I don't think that animals can live comfortably without having their own little area, you know.
Right.
That's just my feelings on it. And also invest into your kennel service, meaning don't just put your dog on a chain and leave them there for 3 or 4 days at a time and give them a bowl of slop. Like, actually get a good grade of dog food. Take your dog on walks. Get to know your dog. Don't just breed your dog out, you know, and hope that you're gonna make a bunch of money, because if your dog is underweight, people gonna look at that. People gonna look at the environment that your dogs are living in. They're gonna look at how you market yourself. They're gonna look at your prices versus what your dog actually looks like. And then for me, because I have German Shepherds, people want to see that your dog is smart. You know, they want to see that your dog knows commands. They want to see that your dog is protective, or if your dog is friendly, because they might want their dog around children or something like that. Or it might be a service dog. So it's most definitely what you put into it. If you're gonna run a kennel, make sure you put your all into it and nothing less. Don't feed your dog every 3 days and have them literally scarfing down food as soon as he see food coming, because he don't know when his next meal gonna be. You know, I'm a fan of automatic feeders, meaning if they go out there and start eating, the bucket stays full all day long. It's food still being pushed in it, or get a big enough bowl to where they can just eat until they full. I mean, the average person eat until they full. I mean, some people put their dog on an eating regimen, like 2 scoops a day type stuff. I don't. So it's different strokes for different folks.
Okay. All right, man. So, you know, before we let you go, before you get up out of here, man, can you tell us something about Bryston Smith that no one else knows? Here at Before the Vision, we try to keep that relationship, and I want to have something that me and you can share that no one else could ever say they heard from you.
Okay. Let me see, something that don't nobody else know. I'm a fan of the Pitch Perfect series.
Man, now I ain't never heard that, so I can't say that. Look, I'm gonna tell you. All right, so hey, it's a Pitch Perfect. See, I don't know. It's
a like musical, man. It's the best thing. It's the best thing ever, bro. It's an acapella musical, and I can't get enough of it, bro.
Oh wow,
man, I love Pitch Perfect.
Okay,
they come out with like 3 or 4 more.
Okay, you know? So now is it a kid? Or
it's definitely for kids. It's for kids, man. I watch a lot of kiddish stuff, you know, because of my nephew and my my business demographic. But this adults can get into it. If you're a fan of music, if you're a fan of people making music and full-on songs without using instruments, go watch Pitch Perfect.
Okay, you heard it. Now I'm gonna tell you, and I tell normally anyone that comes on the show, the weirdest thing I ever heard. A lady entrepreneur came on and said that she had a fear of balloons. Now that blew me out the water. I've never heard that. She said if you come with some balloons, she is out of there. I've never heard that. So that is probably by far
Okay.
the most. You know, I'll never forget her because I use her on every show since I've had that.
Okay.
Hey, Bryce, like I said, we appreciate you
Yes, sir. I appreciate
for
you,
giving
man.
us your time. Is there anything else you want to tell to your artists? Because, you know, you have a Facebook Live going.
Yes,
you,
sir.
you're live with us, man. Is there anything else you want to get a floor to you?
Okay. Once again, y'all, my name is Bryston Smith. I appreciate y'all if y'all tuning in to Social Goats Podcast this evening. And I appreciate my boy Darren for inviting me on here and featuring me. If you're interested in getting a German Shepherd, a full-blood German Shepherd puppy, please look up on Facebook, Chancell's Kennels. If you're interested in getting dreadlocks or you want a fresh fade, a haircut, please do not hesitate to contact me or look up Chancell's Barbershop and come and see me. I'm on Lakeshore Drive. Also, you know, if you got any questions for me, y'all do not hesitate to contact me. I will keep on posting and advertising as much as I can. And hopefully one day, whoever is seeing this video, I hope y'all get a chance to see me and book with me or just contact me and, you know, let me know how you feel about my business and how I'm doing things. So I appreciate that. Thank y'all for watching.
All right, man. Y'all heard it here first. You already know you get the call, you up. I'm D. Willis. Appreciate you, Bryce, and we gonna get up out of here. We
Yes,
go
sir.
holla.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. Oh, yeah, that works.